Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm
I don't
asking...
know.
Do you hear the problem? It's not just me, right? Like, you know, there are things that we want to be, and then there are things that we are, right? And those categories are not mutable. They can't be changed. And all of that goes right back to slavery. Hi, I'm Angela Sutton. I'm a professor. I wrote a book on slavery, and my videos are about how pretty much everything awful in this world can be boiled down to slavery, including this little racist nugget of manure from the debate. You know, generally, what we are is what society has imposed on us. That is a social construct, right? It's a big term, but it just means that society made it up, because our brains love to categorize. It's a human impulse that has to do with primitive survival. This plant is tasty. This plant is poison. That's not a plant, that's a mammoth. But often we're categorizing based on very little knowledge. That's what we did when we invented blackness. Yeah, I said invented. Blackness was invented because of slavery. White people were seeking a way to ensure that they would remain unenslavable, so they drew this line in the sand based on the visible difference between West Africans and Europeans. They started looking for this evidence of difference to back up their desire to be separate in order to create blackness, which can be enslaved, and whiteness, which cannot. And they did this before they had the scientific method. So I highly recommend this book by James King, The Biology of Race. It's a history of the science, and according to every natural scientist who studies humans, like this book is this thick, just a volume of studies that have to do with this, there is no biological basis for race. Rather, the things that we think of as physical racial differences, right, things like skin tone or facial features or hair texture even, those are phenotypes. Now, a phenotype is just a characteristic that is the result of your genes interacting with the environment that your people came from, right? So people with dark skin are humans whose skin interacted with bright and sunny environments to protect them from too much sun over time. People with light skin are humans whose skin interacted with cold and gloomy environments to protect them from things like vitamin D deficiency. That's evolution. A black person is a person, just like a white person is a person, in the same way that a Siamese cat is a cat, just like a tabby cat is a cat. No difference. So circling back to Trump's garbage point, whatever Kamala wants to be is fine by him. Like, first of all, no it's not. Don't even lie. Weird grandpa who I wouldn't even talk to at Thanksgiving. No it's not. But secondly, do you see what he's doing here? You know that in the US until very recently, we had the one-drop rule. This rule stated that if you had even one drop of African blood in you, from a black ancestor, however far back, that means that you were legally black. And blackness was a reality, as legally black people didn't have access to the same loans, the neighborhoods, schools, jobs, or even life expectancies as the rest of us. So Trump is claiming that race, something that is a social construct and therefore a descriptor that has been placed onto Kamala by the society that we're all in, is something that she wants to be. So whether or not she wants to be black is irrelevant. She's not Rachel Dolezal, right? Kamala is black.